This stuff is gonna look absolutely gorgeous on this roof. Hey guys, and welcome back to This Life We Live, where we are building a hybrid barndominium from scratch. Now, our builders are working on the shell, getting it all shelled in and dried in for us so we can go through and do all of the inside stuff. So this is one of the trim pieces. You can see it has kind of like a textured appearance to it. Now this is a matte black, but it's a matte black with a texture coating. Let's go take a look and let me know your thoughts below on standing seam roofs. All right, today is a big day. We have lots of big days out here. Today they are gonna be putting the sheet metal standing seam roofing on our house. So that's very exciting. Temperatures are supposed to be outrageously hot, unfortunately. We're talking 88 degrees and very thick soupy humidity. So to cheer the guys up and encourage them to work and do their best, I have started some pulled pork in here. And we are still at 141 after 12 hours. So here's what we have. I'm going to probe it with my other probe here just to check and see what we're doing. Okay, so this says 141. Yeah, so honestly the temperature is pretty close. This says 143. Well, we still have several hours yet to go before they're gonna be ready for lunch. But in the meantime, it can cook. And hopefully it'll grow a little bit more. We'll actually crank the temperature up a little bit more. It's kind of strange that it's taking so long to cook. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look and see where they're at. We don't have the metal delivery just yet. So I gotta try and get my chores done, some editing done, before it really gets crazy. So let's see what we got going on here. Oh, they're finishing up the end gable. Looks like they are putting the rest of the wood up there. So we are praying that today is gonna go flawlessly, that they're gonna get done ahead of schedule, that everything's gonna go together smoothly. Now with a standing seam roof, once you get your initial trim pieces on, my understanding is it goes together lickety-split because you don't have to screw every single one in. Although I think there are still screw points because they included some screws. So we'll see. They're gonna actually roll the metal on site because you can't fit 40 feet of roofing on a truck. I think the truck's maxed out at 25 or 30 feet. So to overcome this without having to have a seam in our standing seam roof, they're gonna roll the metal on site. We have an Amish company that comes very well recommended. They're gonna be doing our metal work for us. So, all right, so they got that side well done. We are just waiting for the metal people to arrive. Apparently they got a flat tire on the way here. So they're running about an hour late. Now it's still pretty hazy, but it's very humid and it's still very hot, which makes not fun for working on a black roof. I went back and forth on the whole black roof idea. I'm thinking it's gonna be hotter in the summertime, but in the wintertime, ideally, hopefully, it will help melt the snow off and the ice off so that it doesn't hold it quite as long, in theory. So they're working on the other side in the meantime.
Come on! Smile for the camera. Grab my hand, I'll carry you up.
Getting ready to go on up.
All right, let go, Neil.
Nope.
One set. Yeah. Yep. Right on the edge of your drip edge.
Yeah.
Whoop. Could we keep it an inch in on the top here and then it'll be an inch in over there?
Oh, we're gonna start over there.
Yeah.
of those rollers does something different to the roll.
Hit the corner.
Oh, hey, bud.
Yeah, food.
Oh, that's there.
Food time, I'm starving.
Oh, that was faster than I thought.
A giant piece of siding.
Now just bend it up. Yep. On the bottom, you go the other way.
How's that getting up to the end of the roof?
Look at how they go.
You could make a board ramp, maybe.
I thought it was a sky pack. Or have a guy in the basket and just pick it up.
Yeah. One piece at a time. Yeah. Oh man, this thing is fast. It's already got another one.
Then we'll go back through afterwards and crimp it down, right?
Crimp it right down, yeah.
So that machine figures an extra 2 inches.
I like that.
Yeah.
So your cap on the bottom there, a little piece that sticks out. Right here. Yeah, just leave that open, because I'm gonna want to snap it in place before I close those. So the easiest way you're gonna want to do that, Jonas, is if you get yourself a 2x4 or something that you can lay that end on to keep it flat.
And for our fastening, we're going every other hole or every hole. Or
Sure.
Every other might even be too much. Definitely slow pace roofing.
Yeah. Keep right on going around, right? Just close that sucker right up. There you go. That's all you need.
16 inches.
16 inches? Yep. Perfect.
That big spaghetti noodle. Oh, I see. How many have we put up so far?
In my truck is the
3?
Only 71 left to go now.
Are we just gonna eat our lunch up here?
71. What?
71?
Yeah.
Hungry. Ow, ow, ow. Extra shot. Wind helps a bit. It doesn't
to do that.
And you get that glute workout.
Right.
And then it's just like riding a horse at that point, because you're still walking around bow-legged. All right, she's been cooking for 18 hours straight. And she definitely took a lot longer than I was expecting, but she should be well worth it. We got a whole crew of people here, so hopefully we'll have enough, but at least everyone will go home with something in their stomachs today. Despite the overcast skies, the weather was unbearably hot. The humidity was high and the temperature was just cooking not only the pork roast, but the guys on the roof. With 72 pieces of metal, it was going to be a very long day. The only saving grace, it seemed, was the pitch of the roof, which at such a low angle was actually quite comfortable for the guys to work on. These pieces of metal had to be lifted very carefully or they would crimp and bend and put creases into the metal. These pieces of metal were approximately 40 to 42 feet long, which was too long to fit on the back of a trailer, so they had to be rolled on site or split in half. Since we didn't want them split in half with a crease down the center, we opted to have them rolled on site.
Nice.
Alright, so we got the food out. What's left of it? Stuff is kind of blowing a little bit. So we got the pulled pork. It didn't pull as good as it should have. It cooked for a solid 18 hours, but it just was not having it. The flavor is good, but the pulling just isn't there. Oh, there's the basket. It must mean they're coming down. Are you guys switching? The other kid's coming down. Oh, what is this? You actually put vegetables on your plate?
Hey.
Now you know you gotta add a little more heat today.
It was a little hot.
Yeah. It disappeared. Got a pile of it going on. Look at all them stacks. Alright, so the model guys have left. They took a little bit of food, a little bit of lemonade. I gave the kids the popsicles. Traditional Amish style, they brought a whole pie, which they were readily eating. It's like, well, you know, if I had the time, I would have made a pie, but a little busy. Anyway, so it is so hot now. It is getting so bad. I brought out some popsicles for everybody, and as soon as I came outside, they started melting. They were in the pouch popsicles, you know, not the stick kind, because that would just be a nightmare, but still, it's just unbearably humid and hot. These guys are still up there working away. Oh, they just disappeared. Yep. So, I mean, at least it's not blazing sun, but it's enough that it's misery. I might have to run to the store and get some more popsicles because I am out now. I don't know if they're going to get this all done today. There's only 2 guys on the roof, and the other 2 are on the ground. But we've got stacks of metal over here. Lots to go. Definitely not a fun day to do it, that's for sure. It's misery out here. Oh, they're still cracking away on the roof. Still have a lot of roofing material to go, but at least the temperature is coming down. It's not quite as oppressively hot as it was. It's still very humid. I gotta get my geese some water because they are very thirsty right now. A little grumpy. It's at least a little nicer on the guys out here so they're not being beaten to death with the sun and on a black metal roof. But fortunately, the pitch of the roof isn't too bad. It's a lot nicer to work on. It had taken them all day long. The Amish metal guys had long since left. It didn't take them very long to get the metal rolled off, and then they were on their way to the next job. But our builders still had to work getting each piece of sheet metal off. They certainly didn't want to come back the next day and have to finish up the job, so they stayed late into the afternoon and evening hours. When Eric came home, they were still working at 6 o'clock, so he brought them some pizza. So they lucked out having 2 meals today. But still, it was a long, day, and everybody was exhausted on the roof and on the ground. But at the end of the day, the metal roofing looked absolutely breathtaking. And my only regret was that we couldn't see all of their hard work from down below, and nobody would ever see it, unless of course you're on the back hayfield or in a helicopter above. All right guys, what did you think of the standing seam metal roof? Oh man, it is so unfortunate that we won't be able to see it from the outside of the house. You literally have to be in a drone or driving in an airplane over the house to be able to see the beauty of this product. But wow, it is really nice looking. Hopefully it'll stand up in the long run. In this life we live. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video at all, to put a thumbs up on it, leave a comment down below, and if you're new, subscribe. We'd love to have you along for this journey. Next week, things are getting intense as we get to work. Next week, we are filling in more details on the house, which is gonna make it look more like a house. So definitely tune in next week to see exactly what's gonna be happening, because this thing is coming together so fast. You definitely don't wanna miss a video. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.